Ito ang iyong kwento. Ito ay kwento ng iyong dedikasyon. Kwento ng pangarap at ng muling pagbangon. Ito rin ay kwento ng iyong pagsusumikap. Kwento sa gitna ng laban at kwento ng iyong tunay na katapangan. Ito ay kwento ng iyong pag-alalay, kwento ng iyong malasakit, at kwento ng iyong paggabay. Ang pagbabahagi mo ng iyong kaalaman ay bahagi ng paghilom. Ika nga, tunay kang may katatagan. Ang iyong pagtitiwala at positibong pananaw, dala nito ay pag-asa sa ating bukas kahit di matanaw. Tunay kang may katatagan sa kwento ng iyong laban. Kwento ng iyong kahinaan at kwento ng iyong kalakasan. Ito ay totoong kwento. Kwento ng pag-ibig sa Diyos at sa sangkatauhan. Ito ang kwento mo.
While some have been circling around uncertain of which path to tread on as they stood at the crossroads of life, Noraline M. Eliodoro was sure that she would trudge the path of education. Ma'am Nori has been serving Agusan del Sur National Science High School for 17 years, and her excellence has been proven through the recognitions and awards she has garnered in all the science-related competitions she has participated as coach and contestant herself. She lives in Barangay Pastos, San Francisco, Agusan del Sur, which is 27 kilometers away from Patinay.
With the numerous tasks that I have to do every single day, I have learned to establish my routine. I wake up as early as 4 a.m. to attend my family's needs. So I prepare everything the night before. So after I pack my children's lunch and send them to school, I have to prepare myself also to report to school. For me, time management and self-discipline are the key elements to cope up with the demands of time.
Ma'am Nori's commitment to her profession and her loyalty to the school were tested when she had an accident in the year 2017 while she was on her way to school.
Fear gripped my whole being that time, and I realized nothing is certain in life. Then I asked myself, What if that was my last day? Have I done enough for my family? Have I done my best as a teacher? Then I said to myself, I should do what I can do best for the people around me.
When the COVID-19 pandemic occurred in the later part of 2019, Ma'am Nori, just like anybody else, had to face the impediments that the phenomenon brought along. When the Department of Education announced the opening of classes, which was first set on August 24, and mandated the schools to craft their learning continuity plan, Ma'am Nori has yet to face another challenge, especially that since I chose the online distance learning modality. She has to learn using the online platform and find the best spot where she can have access to the internet while working from home. Also, due to the LGU's no backride policy among motorcycle riders, she is now using the local public transport to get to school, carrying all her things, even with an impaired arm. Despite all the scars brought about by challenges, Ma'am Nori's conviction remains firm. Going above and beyond to advocate safe and continued education among her learners in this time of pandemic, she will continue to take the road she has chosen, the road that will lead her learners to diverging paths to find their own beautiful destinations.
Ang isang guro ay parang isang kandila. Kinukonsumo ang sarili upang bigyang liwanag ang daan ng iba. It has been said that teaching is a noble profession. Pero sa aming mga guro na nagtuturo sa bundok, it is beyond mere profession. It's a mission, a sacrifice, to bring education to indigenous people. At buong puso ko itong tinatanggap. Putik, pawis, pagod, oras at pangungulila ang aming matinding kalaban. In 2013, Cara David and her eyewitness documentary team traveled to Mahagsay, Agusan to shoot a documentary entitled Ang Mga Dato ng Mahagsay at Buwis Buhay, Bagong Buhay. This barangay is home to Banwan tribe. It is about 35 kilometers from the highway, has rough mountainous road and terrains. It takes 5 hours to arrive to Mahagsay, hiking over sticky mud, jumping over canals, and wading through water, while making sure that our food supplies and other needs for the entire month remain safely attached to the motorcycle. However, our travel becomes even longer and more challenging, lalo na pag umuulan, and the river is too risky to pass through. I do hope that people who criticize the teachers would realize how much we sacrifice to serve. Almost 3 years na akong nagtuturo sa bundok Mahagsay. Mas nauunawaan ko na ang propesyon na aking tinahak. It requires dedication to mold the minds of the young kids and to inspire them to a better life. Ang buhay sa bundok Mahagsay ay hindi madali. Access to nourishing food and medical resources are very limited. And the culture of the Banwan tribe is very primitive too. They remained faithful to many of their ancestors' traditions and rituals. To most, they would be considered poor due to lack of material wealth, but they're rich with contentment, happiness, and love of family, which is the core of who they are. Para sa akin, they're more rich than many people who have lots of money. It's more than the salary that motivates us teachers. It's the calling for a higher purpose. This calling motivates me and my co-teachers to stay committed to these precious children who have all the great potentials to do great things. This video serves as an eye-opener for those who take for granted the opportunity to go to school. It reveals that on the other side of the world, we have children who long to fulfill their dreams, but are not able to without proper education. I hope one day that the government will build high school for this place so the children can continue their studies and achieve their goals in life. After watching this video, it will help you realize that you should be thankful for everything you have. Then you will say to yourself, "Thank you, God, for the life you have given on me. I am so blessed."
San Pedro Integrated School is one of the IP school of San Luis Agusan del Sur, which is 3 kilometers away from the residence of Wendelin Godin, one of the teacher of the said school. Despite of the distance of the school from her home and a single parent to her one child, she's still dedicating herself in teaching for almost 8 years. Even now that the world is facing a global health crisis, she still pursued an extra miles and efforts in the stride to bridge the gap between education and its limitation. She had proved the quote that, "A good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others."
Heroes don't necessarily wear capes like Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Sometimes they wear uniforms and can be found in schools. Hard work is the most important key to success. Without being willing to work hard and to put everything into a venture, institution success is nearly impossible. In Bunawan National High School, this group of people go a long way and extended their time, effort, and dedication, which give the school a productivity boost. They prove that working in teams increases collaboration and sharing of ideas ensures success. Bunawan National High School vows to continue in pursuing quality education despite the pandemic threats. It aims to promote a positive image to the community by having undergone and will continue to undergo transformation, especially in community relations. The school continued to aspire to move onward with greater heights under the leadership of the school principal, Mr. Chris D. Pumoy. All these things became possible due to the collaborative effort, passion, and dedication of the PNHS validation and planning team.
Mahal kong guro, salamat sa'yo. Salamat sa'yo.
A woman of a dream to become somebody regardless of family dwelling succeed. An educator by profession, committed, dedicated, and passionate in one. Lorna Hingudoquesa graduated at Normisest, presently known as Caraga State University, last 1992.
Hello everyone, I am Lorna Hingudoquesa, 48 years old. I am happy and proud serving as a public school teacher for 26 years. I started my career as a multi-grade teacher in Caigangan Elementary School, the farthest school in Veruela district. A year after, I was transferred here in Nueva Era Elementary School and became a school head for 10 years.
For those who knew her, not only children, parents, but also her colleagues describe her as devoted to what she's doing, generous to share what she learned and impart knowledge that she has, enough to mentor them all. Children under her care has never been neglected despite that she is a family woman.
I will not allow the opening of classes.
The saying goes, there's no forever. The normal setting of a classroom was learner with a teacher, change. Facing COVID-19 pandemic is new challenge to teacher Lorna. Though she's not as expert as new graduates to the technology, she tried her best to do her part. From preparation of modules, attending webinars, to educate herself, she worked without ceasing, just to adapt the new normal.
Despite of COVID-19 pandemic, as an educator and a frontliner, I take all these things as a challenge. I don't lose my hope. No matter what happened, education must go on. To my co-teachers out there, laban lang, kaya natin to.
Despite this world's challenges, education must be given importance with God's help and grace, for it is the best vehicle to reach the brighter future ahead. As she always said to her learners, grow where you are planted.
Happy Teacher's Day! Laban as one!
I am a public school teacher for 33 years. I started my career being a teacher in charge for 6 years. In 1993, I was transferred here at the Villa Central Elementary School. I am in this school for about 27 years.
Ma'am Lani, as she was called by many, is also best known being a grade 2 teacher since 1998. She works non-stop to illuminate her pupils' lives. Everyday encounter with them is a challenge for the pupils.
Accidentally, nahulog ko sa bangko, the slide. Admit ko in Bunawan District Hospital last July 25 up to July 29.
Granting scholarship to the needy pupils and extending assistance like giving clothing to the less fortunate pupils and parents. She also serves as her school's testing coordinator, Brigada Eskwela, PTA, and Forbes. She spearheads the teachers by being the faculty president, including leadership skills,
And gratefully will enjoy my retirement this November.
The 2020 National Teachers Month and World Teachers Day celebration is one of the very significant occasions of the Department of Education. It is commemorated on September 5 to October 5, which is pursuant to Presidential Proclamation number 242, Series 211, and Republic Act number 10,743, and UNESCO's Declaration, which honor teachers and their role in molding the children, youth, and adults through the lifelong learning process. San Andres Elementary School, which is one of the public elementary schools situated in Caraga Administrative Region, participated the said celebration despite of this COVID-19 pandemic period. San Andres Elementary School has 14 teachers, comprises of school administrator and 13 permanent teachers. These are the following faculty and staff. Amidst this COVID-19 pandemic, the teaching staff of San Andres Elementary School continue rendering their duties and responsibilities for the sake of their learners, stakeholders, and to the whole community. Every school days, the SAIS teachers continue printing the self-learning modules, prepare the health protocols essentials, arrange the textbook to be distributed to the students, and prepare the classroom for the opening of classes on October 5, 2020. Although their health safety is at stake.
Happy Teachers Day to all teachers in San Andres Elementary School.
Let us salute all the teachers for their dedication and sacrifices. Thank you very much, teachers. You are like a candle that consumes itself to light the way for others.
thanks to you for teaching me how to feel, showing me my emotions, letting me know what's real from what is not.